Hello everyone. In this video, I will introduce the architectural section and how we draw a section plan by AutoCAD. Let's review the definition of the sections in architectural drawings. A section is a view of a structure of a building. In general, it has various schedules according to the details that need to be displayed. A section describes a vertical cutting through the body of the building and can be imagined as the building being cut in half by a big knife. If we cut the building here, all the inside should be displayed on the section. Open our floor plan in AutoCAD. Use copy command to make a copy of the floor plan. There are 5 steps to draw a section in our case. Step 1. Draw reference lines for creating a section plan. Turn off the annotation layer, block layer, and the hatch layer. Now the floor plan should only show the outline of walls, doors, and windows. Hide the line weight by clicking this button. Use trim command to trim this part of the floor plan. Select these objects. Delete them. Make copy of this section cut. Draw lines from the interactions of these lines to that line. Let's change the current layer to the 0 layer. Use Match Prop Command to change the lines layer. MA, Enter. Select this line, then select this line. Enter. Click this arrow to switch the direction of the view. After switching, the view should be like this. Step 2. Create floor construction for the house. Floor construction should have concrete footings, a concrete slab, a sand layer, compacted fill, backfill, and ground. Use the polyline command to draw a footing by following the dimensions on this image. Use the mirror command to make a copy of the footing on the other side of the plan. Then move it to the right place. Use offset command, 4 inches. Trim these lines. Now we have a concrete slab and sand layer. Next, we are going to draw a footing by folding the dimensions on this image. Draw a line here. Then draw another line from this midpoint. Use the polyline command. It begins here, 8 inches, then goes along 45 degrees. If you didn't see the green tracking line, select this one in the polar tracking. Click at the cross point. Enter. Mirror the object. Select No. Trim these lines. The object looks like this. Use the polyline command to draw a rectangle here, 2 inches. Then draw 2 diagonal lines in the rectangle. Now we have a seal. Select the seal, copy them. Draw a line here. Move it down 1 inch. Draw a line from this point to this midpoint. Trim them. Mirror the objects. Use the polyline command to draw a curve as a compacted fill. Select arc, angle. Select the curve. Adjust the polyline by using the blue points. We can turn off the object snap and the polar tracking. Press the ESC key to exit the selection. We need to add texture to the footing. Use Hatch command. The footings and slab should be concrete. Click here, here, and here. Enter. Add sand to the sand layer. Enter. We can use earth for the compacted fill. Select the texture. Let's change the value of the scale. Close. Now we have the floor construction of the building. Step 3. Develop roof and wall. Roof construction should have ceiling joists, roof rafters, sheathing, ridge, and wood fascia. Use offset command 11 feet to offset this line up. It's the height of the house we'd like to use in this project. Trim these lines. Rectangle. We are going to build 6 inches by 2 inches ceiling joists. -6 inches. 16 feet. Enter. Copy the cells. Make a double plate. Let's discuss the slope of the roof. The slope can be steep or gentle. Roof slope or roof pitch tells us how many inches the roof rises for every 12 inches in depth. In our case, I'm going to use 6 in 12, which means that the roof rises 6 inches for every 12 inches inward towards the peak. Draw a triangle. We can use 12 inches by 24 inches because 6 inches by 12 inches is too small for here. The slope of the triangle is the slope of the roof. Copy the slope to here. Mirror it to the other side. Use the fillet command to join the two slopes. Select these two. We get a basic triangle of the roof. Offset the lines inward to build the roof rafters. 6 inches. Offset this line outward. Use the fillet command to join the slopes and this line. Add a wood fascia here using the rectangle command. 8 inches, -2 inches. Trim this part of the rectangle. Draw 2 diagonal lines in it. It looks like this now. Offset slope line outward to build the roof sheathing. 1 inch. Then offset the new line outward to build the roof tiles. 2 inches. Draw a line here to enclose the 3 slopes. This part should be like this now. Select these objects. Mirror them to the other side of the roof. Extend these 2 lines. Make sure every space is enclosed. Trim these lines. Now it should be like this. Draw a line from the top. Offset the line on both sides. 1 inch. Draw a line between the cross points. Offset it down 8 inches. Trim them. Draw diagonal lines in the rectangle. We can make a round ridge by using the fillet command. Tap F, enter, then tap R. R for radius, 4 inches. Enter. Select these 2 lines. Press the Enter key to repeat the fillet command. Select these 2 lines. Trim these lines. Let's fill texture by using the Hatch command. Let's go with this one. Click here Change the value of the scale. 50. Change the value of the angle. 90. Close. We can use the same pattern. Click here. This time, the scale is 5. Close. Now our house has the roofs. Next, let's talk about the walls. Once a section cut is cutting through a door and a window, we should show them in the section drawing. The section of a door should have a header on the top. The section of a window should have a header on the top and 2 cells at the bottom. Offset this line up 8 feet. In general, the top of the window and the door should be 8 feet, unless there are special requirements. Then offset this line down. We would like to have a high window here. Trim these lines. Delete these lines. Now we add a couple of lines to the walls. Make a copy of these 2 cells. Add a header here. -6 inches, comma, 4 inches. Enter. Draw 2 diagonal lines in the rectangle. Make a copy of this object. We can see we build a door and window in the section. Add texture to the wall. Let's go with this one. Do not fill this part of the walls, because these spaces are door and window. 15 is good value for the scale. Close. Now the section drawing should be like this. Click this arrow to switch the direction of the view. Use rotate command to rotate the drawing. Click here at the base point. Then click here. Step 4. Add dimensions and text to the section. Let's make a copy of the section drawing. Build reference lines around drawing for dimensions. Offset. Line. Add dimensions to the section. Draw one more reference line here. Extend this line. Offset it. Draw two more reference lines. Mirror them. Then mirror the slope symbol to the left of the section. This time select Yes. We should have level symbols at end of level lines. Draw two circles here. Add lines to the circles. Delete the big circle. Fill these two quarters with solid texture. Copy the symbol. Delete the reference lines. Add a dimension for the whole height of the house. Trim this line. We can copy the text from our floor plan and change them. Select this one, copy. Double-click it. Change the text. Copy. Change the text. Now the section has text. Copy the title and scale bar from our floor plan. Change the title. Delete the north bar. The section shouldn't have it. We need to add more text. Now the section drawing should be like this. There's one more thing. We should add a ratio to the slope symbol. Make a copy of the drawing. Step 5. Match line widths and layers. Select the dimensions and the text. Put them in the annotation layer. This window pops up to tell us the layer has been turned off. If we turn on the layer, we can see the dimensions and the text. Select the texture. Put them in the hatch layer. We need to create 3 new layers. This one, annotation level line. Change the layer color. Change the line type. Load. Select this one. OK. Transparency. 0. This one, we can call it section regular. Change the color. Change the line type. This one, foreground. Change the language. to 1. Select these objects. Put them in the ground layer. Trim these lines. Then draw new lines at the same places. Select them. Put them in the section regular layer. Maybe use another color for this layer. Put these lines in the same layer. Turn it off for now. These lines should be in the hatch layer. Turn off the ground layer. Select the rest. Put them in the outline layer. Turn on these layers. Select these lines. Put them in the annotation level line layer. We can click this button to show the line width. To display the layers clearly, we can change their colors. Now it's easy to see. Hopefully, this is helpful. Feel free to contact me with any questions. Thank you.